Hi there. Thanks for taking the time to check out Positivity Stories, featuring individuals and organizations bringing solutions to the broader community during COVID 19 and beyond. At Positivity, we've scoured the internet for coronavirus resources so you don't have to. We're super excited to have the co founders of Twice with us here today. And we'd love to hear a little bit more about both of you, your backgrounds, and how you built up your business.
Yeah, I'm Cody Levine, one of the co-founders of Twice. We're actually brothers. I'll have Jules introduce himself, but we kind of grew up around oral care. I didn't go to dental school, but I grew up in my career through marketing and branding and storytelling, and we're excited to tell you about how we transitioned from our world of marketing and Jules in finance into an oral care company. We launched about a year and a half ago, and it was inspired on a dental mission. But I'm the younger brother. I run all of marketing, branding, content, storytelling that you see out in the world for the Twice brand.
Yeah, I'm Julian Levine, brother number two. Our third co-founder cannot be here right now. This is Lenny Kravitz, a musician. He's in the Bahamas, hunkering down and staying healthy. But we all came together on a charitable dental mission, and we're really inspired by the power of a smile and the beauty and confidence that comes with a healthy smile. And we wanted to create a new age oral care brand. And my background, like Cody mentioned, is in the finance world. I was an investment banker for 4 years, and then was a growth equity investor for 3 years. And then when we were all on these missions, we realized how short and important life is, and wanted to make more of a difference, and started Twice. And now we find ourselves here in this COVID world, back in our home, our childhood home with our family, operating the business from our living room and kitchen, and rocking and rolling, and trying to partner with a special group to help provide care to the frontline workers.
Yeah, so we've had an impact partner since we've launched, called the Glow Good Foundation, and Glow Good was set up to bring full service dentistry to underserved communities. And this foundation and the mission that we go on every year with them is really, really incredible work that opened our eyes to giving back and helping people who don't have access to care. And through COVID, Glow Good has actually teamed up with an organization called Sansel, which is a group of 7,000 nurses around the country. And together, they are sourcing and distributing N95 masks and PPE equipment to frontline healthcare workers around the country. And so we have committed, starting, I think when they first kicked off, we saw it and we were like, you know what, we're going to help you guys out. So $2 from every order on our website goes directly to them. And we're working closely to help them market and help them tell the story and get the word out. But they've done some really amazing work already. They were covered by Nightline on TV for their efforts, and I think they've distributed around 25,000 masks already, and they've raised close to $100,000, and that's going to go directly to helping our frontline workers, because it's a really scary time for everyone in those hospitals, and our nurses and frontline workers do not have the proper equipment, and nurses are dying on the front lines, and they're risking their lives every single day for all of us. And so we're lucky and happy to be able to do what we can to give back and support them.
How did you think about finding the right partners when you first started the business, and then as you transitioned during these COVID times?
Yeah. Well, in many ways, we were lucky. I guess the hard step was to put ourselves out there and say yes and go volunteer. The easy-ish part was the fact that the foundation was a family foundation that our parents set up to bring dental professionals to communities that don't have access to care and to perform services. And it was going on those missions specifically that showed us the power of a smile, and that inspired us to leave our careers behind and start Twice. And so that's been the foundation from day one that we've wanted to support, because we've seen firsthand really how a life can be changed by providing dental care. And so that's been our charitable partner from day one. It was a natural fit now with coronavirus because of how Glow Good immediately rose to partner with Sonseal and provide PPE for the frontline healthcare workers. So as soon as we saw them do that, we wanted to do more than our typical contribution and wanted to create $2 from every order to get donated.
Yeah, and it all happened when Governor Cuomo issued that hospitals needed PPE and N95 masks. And, all these dental offices around the country are shut down. They're only really open for emergency surgery. And our dad is a dental professional in New York whose office is basically closed. And all of these offices around the nation have excess PPE and excess masks and resources that they can redistribute. It's sitting in a stock room. And so our dad with Glow Good started organizing professionals around the New York City area, and very quickly they took action and they said, okay, let's take our excess inventory and let's go deliver it to hospitals in New York. And that's actually what started it.
Nurses were posting that there were short of supplies. We need to call attention to this issue immediately. There is no time to wait.
Our dad with Rebecca Love, who runs Sonseal, they said, hey, let's do more. We can step up. We have access to masks and PPE that we can get, and we can actually run distribution to these hospitals. So it all happened very quickly, and it's really a beautiful thing when you see people take action like that. It's a call to arms, and you see brands of all types, stepping forward and saying, hey, we're going to do what we can to step up and support our country. And so Glow Good has really done an incredible job in doing that.
For our audience, how can they help?
Yeah, direct donations to Sonseal and Glow Good's GoFundMe page is priority number one. And if you need to stock up on toothpaste, you can support by buying on our website, because we donate directly to them as well. Yeah. But really, from our community, it's hey, can you step up and can you support in any way possible monetarily, because that is directly correlated to a mask and PPE equipment.
Yeah, and of course, in addition to that, it's sharing. Everybody's a billboard these days. So sharing what we're about, sharing the GoFundMe link, sharing your donation will be very helpful in creating a little bit of a network effect.
Definitely hope there's a lot of people sharing and supporting both Twice and your charitable partners. Wanted to shift gears to talk a little bit more about the business itself. I know this is a very unprecedented situation, unexpected challenges. What has been some of the biggest challenges for Twice, and how have you been managing through this situation?
Yeah. Coronavirus, I don't know what the number is now while we're talking, but I think last I saw there were 16 million new unemployment claims. The impact that coronavirus has had on the health system and on people's livelihoods and their lifestyles, it's in many ways put a halt on it. We are very lucky that we sell toothpaste that's competitively priced, that's healthy and better for you, that people need to use every day. And so we haven't felt the shock and awe that a lot of companies had that sell nice to have products versus need to have products. At the same time, though, we've certainly had people, we do have a subscription as part of our business. We've certainly had people talking to us about how they need to cancel their subscription because they lost their job and they don't want to be attached to anything. So we've felt the consumer hurt and the unemployment as a direct result. For us, some of our biggest champions right now are out of jobs. These are dental professionals. The dental hygiene community that loves Twice, that talks about Twice on a daily basis, is now sitting at home. And so, one of the things that we have done is really, as a company, made it an effort to do outreach to those people. There are 200,000 of them in the United States. We're reaching out to thousands of those people a month to tell them about Twice, to share our story, to even potentially provide an income opportunity for them by having them help us. We want to grow just like they do. And there's no better person to be an advocate for Twice than a dental professional. So we're trying to survey what's going on in the economy and in our environment and understand how can we find some wins in it, and how can we do a lot of good and help, and how can we build our business to be more sustainable through these types of times. So that initiative in particular, doing outreach and talking to dental professionals, has been great.
What are you guys seeing in the future, and what's after COVID in the next couple of years?
Yeah. I think from a future standpoint, that's one of the questions where the answer is more questions than it is answers right now. It's very interesting to try to think about what the shopping experience, the retail experience, the consumer experience is going to be post-COVID, with social distancing, with an absolutely improved need for better sanitation and sterilization of places. For us, again, as a toothpaste business, we are launching a retail partnership with one of the nation's largest pharmacies in about a month. Thankfully, all of their stores are open and they're seen as a safe haven for their local communities. So we'll be there. We'll also be on their website. As a D2C business, we see a tremendous opportunity, as you have an enormous amount of the population that in many circumstances or many instances they're not inclined to leave their home. They don't want to go take the drive to the pharmacy. They'd rather check Amazon or the web for some products. And so we want to make sure that we're well positioned in all of those places. And that's really for the next couple of years, having an online presence, having an offline presence, and leveraging the dental community, specifically in our circumstances, to help promote. Those are all ways that we can grow and build the brand in good times and in bad times.
Yeah. I think, as a brand, it's our responsibility during COVID and post-COVID to be a voice that is able to help and be there for your customers in a way that's all about building deeper connections and focusing on community. We just joined a coalition of brands called Brands X Better. And I think there's like 50 plus brands now, and every single one of them is supporting their own communities and each other's communities through COVID with, a give back and an offer to their customers and finding ways to, rally together. And I think that that is a really important thematic that you'll see coming out of COVID is like inter-brand connection and supporting each other.